Viva Tequila Seltzer, the #1 hard seltzer in the world and the official hard seltzer of Day Drinking with Dog. Ditch them all, add tequila.
Welcome back, Day Drinking with Dog. It is October 1st. The calendars just keep moving and moving. We're coming into holiday times with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, Christmas. Where's another one in there? Hanukkah, New Year's. And then we'll roll right into my birthday, which is not till March. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Caleigh. And Tay is a little surprise guest.
Yeah.
That didn't want to be on camera, didn't want to talk on the mic, and like everyone else that says that when they come here. And he's like, you know what? All right, I might want to say something. I might want to get involved in this. So hold on, I guess you got to get you on camera, just so you can wave, just so you know. I got to set that up. All right, there you are.
I'm on?
You're on.
Okay.
Say hi.
Hi.
Nice Viva you got. Drinking the Vivas. I am not. I got to get up. My new job at 5 in the morning, so I'm actually a very good boy during the week now. It's kind of weird.
Just drinking
during the week used to be my, like, that was when I drank.
Good
Worked
for
all
you,
weekend,
though.
and now it's like the complete opposite. Now I get out of work on like Thursday at 4, and I'm like packing a cooler in my car, driving home from fucking Stratford, like chugging them, like let's go. And then it's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, but it's quite the adjustment. But I'm enjoying it so far. The weekend's off. I'm doing all that, that stuff that you guys
that you never knew existed.
Yeah, like I did Porch Fest on Saturday.
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where were you? I saw you.
So I was on the back of the dockside
That's
bus.
right.
We were handing out free beer. It was a good time.
Yeah. The weather sucked.
Yeah.
Like, the weather was fine early, and then, like, I went too early. So I've never done it before. I wish someone had told me.
Yeah.
My buddies were like, oh, let's go at noon. I'm like, all right, let's go at noon.
We went, and we had a great time. And then when we left, we were going to Sound on Sound.
Yeah.
And by the time we got there, we were there for an hour and a half. It was so gross. I was like, I didn't see one musical guest. It was a terrible, terrible setup.
I never heard any good things about that place.
It's the second year I hated it. I'm never going again.
See, I had a lot of fun at it last year. Didn't go this year.
No.
But last year was great.
Yeah. So I went at, like I said, noon. I get down. I'm not even going to say where I am because I don't want to, like, make fun of the musicians. But it's almost like the first, like, the noon is like the B Squad. You know? I mean, again, they're all way better than fucking me. And like I said, I'll never, like, shit on anyone's music. But I was just like, it just wasn't for me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I know I'm going to be drinking, like, pretty heavily. And I was there really to see, like, Hawkins at, like, 5, and I'm like, am I even gonna make 5?
Yeah, long stretch.
Oh, long stretch. So I kind of like paced myself, and then by 5, it was just like cold, rainy, that just misty rain, and I don't know. And he was playing on the beach, like I don't know. The weather sucked. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
I prefer Woodmont Day to Porch Fest. That's for sure.
Well, see, that's next on my schedule next year.
I've never been to Woodmont Day.
I have never been to anything.
I think it's the best day of the summer.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think?
I love Woodmont Day. Great day as well. Also didn't go this year, but went last year. Had a great day last year.
Now, that's a Rum Runner show, right? Rum Runners play usually that?
Yeah.
Right? Now, isn't that the same day as, like, Lobster Bake? Like, that's the one thing, right? Like, Woodmont Day and Lobster Bake are the same day. I only know this from a Stonebird's perspective. Because, like...
So Woodmont Day is just like all the houses in that borough.
No, I know what it is. I'm just saying, like, that. There's something going on in West Haven, too. They have something on the beach. There's Woodmont Day, and then downtown there's Lobster Bake.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
It's like, space this shit out. Milford.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm always at
I don't care about West Haven, but space this shit out. All right, well, let's get to why we're here today. So I saw you, what was it, a couple of Fridays ago?
Yeah.
Again, I'm out on a Friday. Like, if I was doing my other, like, job, I wouldn't even... This wouldn't happen right here. And you came up to me and you have this thing going on. And I just kind of read the flyer you gave me before you got here. And I didn't realize it was for, like, mental health, which I'm sure you don't really listen to my podcast that much, but I dedicate a lot of it to mental health. And I suffer from anxiety myself. This is a great release for me, this show in general. I get nervous before each show, but once I start talking, it's very therapeutic and whatever.
Yeah.
Especially drinking, but I'm not drinking. So you have this thing. I've never heard of it before, but it's called a 0.5K.
Yes.
So explain how the idea came about. Is this the first year?
No, so this is the third year.
Third year?
No, fourth year.
Does it say it on the... Hold on. I'll check the flyer.
It's the annual.
The annual.
Yeah, well, all right.
No, 2020 was the first year.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So it's the fifth year?
Your flyer doesn't even say. Who's doing the flyers here? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's the fourth year. If it's the 2020.
No, 2020 would be fifth because 2020 is a 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Honestly,
Right,
like,
right.
it all,
Yeah, it's hard. Those zeros fuck people up.
It's the first year.
All right, so it's the 5th annual, 0.5K. The numbers are matching up. So you tried to explain it to me, like what was going on.
Yeah, so
and
I'll
I was
give you the
drinking,
rundown.
so I wasn't like, all right, so give us a little rundown.
All right, so the 0.5K is an annual event at Dockside. We do it to raise money and awareness for mental health, and the funds specifically go towards the Bridges Healthcare in Milford.
Yep.
Which they use the funds to work with adults and adolescents that struggle with mental health and substance abuse issues. So the day is super lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a real, like,
Right.
whatever. So you get 2 free drinks, you get some coffee, donuts, that kind of stuff, and then it's a very leisurely walk. But along the walk, you have stein holding contest, 0.5, or what's it called? Pop a shot, stretching.
You have like stations almost,
Yeah,
right?
so it's like stations.
And it's
So
all
it's-
within Dockside?
Yeah, so it's all throughout
Did you actually
Dockside.
map it out? Like, is it
Yeah.
really 0.5K?
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because 0.5K, I know, I did the math. It's only 546 yards.
Yeah, so it's
It's
I
like
mean,
5 football fields.
Dockside's pretty, Dockside's pretty big.
No,
so
it's
from
long.
the top
Yeah,
to the bottom.
Okay.
But it's just supposed to be like a lighthearted event just to raise money. But we wanted to like amp it up this year and get the whole community involved. So we're doing it, for everyone with mental health issues, but specifically people in the service industry. So we thought it would be a really good idea to get people involved from other local restaurants, just to, whether it be donating money,
Gift cards,
yeah,
whatever,
stuff like
yeah.
that, but also like being there, being present in the event. So it's like we're all in this together. It is a Sunday morning, so it's October 27th at 10 a.m., which I know for a lot of service workers that can be a difficult time.
No, I'm just going to roll right into the last night. Like, all right, let's continue
Yeah,
this.
it's the day after our Halloween party that we have at Dockside.
So you guys will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed,
Again,
I'm sure.
like anyone can do it. Super lighthearted. Costumes optional, but I think it would be really cool this year if we had like more involvement from other
Sure.
Milford restaurants, just like representing. We're all in this together.
Right.
I mean, I know like
Yeah.
working in the service industry is hard.
Yeah.
And mental health, substance abuse issues, it really does like affect everyone, whether it be yourself or your coworker. So I think it's I've
I've been in this business my whole life, and I've seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen it unfortunately go to the extreme with some people, and it's hard. But I think it's great cause, and like, I'm Stonebridge, Dockside. I think I said it in like a couple shows ago. I'm like, Dockside anchors like, I guess it'd be the west side of Milford. We anchor downtown, and almost like, I know Dive Bar's West Haven, but they kind of anchor the east side of Milford, and we all like. I don't hang out much at Dockside, but now that I have weekends off, it's a great Friday happy hour. I was there that day when I saw you. I live right down the street from Dive Bar. Like, I'm on this side of town, so it's amazing how long Milford is.
Yeah.
I was looking at houses on the other side of town, and like, you know how you always get ahead of yourself? And this wasn't even the house that I put a bid on, but it was on Milford Point Road. And I kind of liked it, but I wasn't sure. And already in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to have Dockside, I'm going to have Nautilus, I'm going to have,
you have to think of your new spots.
Liberty
like,
Rock,
I'm moving.
and, like, I got to get my new hangouts, because I used to live on that side of town when Dive Bar first opened. I'm like, fuck, it's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like, because there's just no... Do you go out and get on the highway, or you just stay, drive through town?
So, like, Dive Bar for us, because, like, she lives in Orange, I live in Haven.
So that's a good...
Mary lives in West Haven. It's kind of like our center.
Yeah.
Well, it's closest for Mary, which is most important.
A little shout out to Mary Ellen, a
shout out to
two-time
Mary
alum of this show.
Mary Ellen.
I know
Mary
she'll
Ellen
be
is
listening.
the third musketeer in our...
Oh, good old Mary Ellen. she's one of the ones I met. Like, I'm still a Stonebridge, but not as much, obviously, as I used to be.
So what's your new schedule like with Stonebridge?
So I'm kind of like done for the moment because I'm like I literally gonna be working 5 nights a week starting next week. Not 5 nights, 5 days. So like I kind of want to have my weekends. But once the summer, like, you know, I'll pick up a Saturday here and there, but I'm really like kind of just like getting my body back to normal. Like, it's amazing how you don't bartend at that place for like a month and I like fucking holy shit, like my back doesn't hurt anymore. It's just like I'm old, you know, like I mean I've been doing that bar for 25 years and it's just like just nonstop.
Yeah.
That's why I started taking like the month of January off and just get away, go to Florida and just relax. But of course that's just drinking and golfing. It's nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So the job I got now is good. It grounds me during the week and obviously, but I worked like 2 Saturdays ago. But now it's like that weird time of year where is Sacred Heart coming? Are they not? So I'm like, you know what? Until we go fully back inside, I'll just enjoy my weekends.
Why not?
You know,
You deserve it.
Been? We haven't been.
yeah.
No, we did not.
No, it was a great summer. Last year they came in force on Saturday until like late October. Some reason I don't know what's going on. Like they're coming, but it's not. You know, we don't need to go full bore. You know, we don't need to like staff every bar to the fullest anymore. Yeah, which is whatever, and you know how those kids tip. I think some of it is that what's it illicit.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, no. I don't give a fuck.
Do you think
I don't make money off these kids regardless, so they all fucking
Do you
suck.
think that has something to do with it?
I guarantee it does. Yeah. Yep. And you know, like you guys close early, right?
Yeah,
I mean, when I say early, like by midnight, right?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, midnight.
Yeah.
We used to have like Sacred Heart wise. We never had an undergrad like junior senior crowd, but we always had like their master's programs.
Yeah.
Like they do I think like OT. Oh, like we used to have like a big group of girls that would come in, like 20, 30 girls. And then when they graduated, it just kind of never picked up because they would always like they would come in all the time, bring their boyfriends, their families. They had graduation parties there. We have a lot. I feel like we have a lot less of like the younger crowd that like Stonebridge brings in on a summer night on a Saturday.
It's really just Saturdays. It's weird.
Yeah, even Fridays. Like
I've been doing it so long, I've just seen the ebbs and flows. And 15 years ago, was Friday night was the night.
Yeah.
You know. And then Saturday was like date night, you know. But then once the kids started coming in, the date night people didn't want to go there on Saturday nights because there's too many fucking kids.
yeah.
I don't know, it was just weird. So they stopped going out. But now, I don't know. I think there's a lot more opportunity now. Like, dockside wasn't there 10 years ago. Obviously, Listen wasn't there. You know, that bridge to Stratford sometimes, that's a big fucking barrier.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't cross it one way or the other.
I know, but now you have like Uber, so you have no excuse. It's like $10
Yeah.
to get
Do you know what
anywhere.
the kids pay to get to Stonebridge from Fairfield?
What?
It's like $27 to get there. Almost $100 to get home.
Yeah.
Because it's like a surcharge.
It's all these surcharge.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking going home before these kids are. They're all waiting out in Dana
Yeah.
Street for the fucking camp. I'm like, bye,
Which
guys.
that
I should start
sucks.
my own fucking library service. Like, where you guys going? Everyone give me a 20, I'll get you home.
Yeah.
I'll even put some fucking
You
beers in
should
the
have
car
like a
for you.
shuttle, Sacred Heart shuttle. I bet. Hey,
Yeah.
that can make a lot of money.
It could. You know? You could start running it at 11.
Yeah.
You know, the 11, I don't know how long. Like 11, 12, and 1. Three stops. Just boom,
Yeah.
boom. Wow, I think we're onto something.
I think we are.
Could we steal the dockside bus?
I was just going to say.
We'll paint it red.
The dockside bus, I'm not sure would even make it to Fairfield, so.
No.
Or maybe once, but definitely not.
Definitely not.
I saw it roll down the hill the other day at the fucking down on Melba Street. I'm like, oh, here it comes. And I just see Kenny in the middle like this. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, fucking these guys.
Yes.
I still haven't been on that bus yet.
It will probably
Safe.
be.
Oh, your
parked-
tournament's this Monday, right?
Yes, it
Yes.
is. Dockside Golf
So,
Tournament.
unfortunately, I played it before. I played it 2 years ago. But Viva, which you lovely ladies are drinking, has their first annual Viva Invitational at Foxwoods on Monday.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, I got like rooms and the whole thing, and I'm like, so I obviously I committed to it, and then somebody from work was like, hey, we playing that dockside tournament again? I'm like, yeah, sure. When is it? He's like, October 7th. I'm like, wait a second, hold on. I look at my calendar. I'm like, shit. No.
I know the dockside golf tournament's honestly a really good time.
Yeah.
I'm on the same hole this year that I was last year too, with like the cannon.
Oh,
which
yeah.
people love that, but I got every single person to, because like I think it's $10 extra, like it's all charity. But there was one guy last year, and if he's back, I'm not threatening him, but if he's back, he's gonna pay this year.
Oh, he didn't pay?
He's donating. No, he just didn't want to do it. He was the only guy in the whole tournament that didn't do it. And I'm like, you're looking real cheap.
So I will confess. I hate it. I fucking donate. I do it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I get out there and it's like, not that I'm trying to win a tournament, but it's like, all right, well, everyone's gonna score a fucking the same on this hole, and
yeah.
I've probably shot 15 of those in my life, never come close to the target. I'm like, did we just play the hole out? I don't know, but of course, we fucking donate on every turn. It's fine. But so this is Sunday morning. So is there like raffles? Are there
so at the
all
end,
that kind of thing? Is it almost like a golf tournament setup?
Yeah,
or?
so there's raffles at the end, which again, if you're listening and you're from a local restaurant and you want to get involved in that, like we could use support.
Hit me up.
there.
I'll get you some Stillmush gift cards for sure.
Yeah, so
Hit up Mary Ellen too.
yeah, I'll hit up Marion.
So it's for the golf tournament, and then you get double dip. I'm gonna try to make it. 10 a.m. is like, actually, you know what? No, I should be good now. I'm up early now.
I was gonna say you're changing.
But I'll be out Saturday
Yeah.
night though. Like I'm really like I have not. So I've been there. This is my 6th week. I've not had a drink a night before work.
Nice.
The weekends, yeah. But like I don't drink on Sundays anymore because I gotta be up Monday. So I just watch football all day and whatever.
So you're not drinking when you're watching football now either.
I've not had a drink outside of like a Thursday night game because I wasn't working Fridays. But yeah, I got so drunk. I invited my friends to the Patriots Jets game. That was a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, meet me out we'll go to Archie Moore's and watch the game. They're like, all right, cool. I started drinking right when I got out of work. I got there and I didn't even make kickoff. And I got home and I woke up the next morning and it was like, hey, thanks for hanging out last night. Thanks for the idea. I don't know what to tell. I'm still not like there yet.
Well, I feel like it's also like we've all been in the Milford service industry. It's like you can't go out anywhere in Milford without seeing someone
God.
taking a shot, getting a drink bought for you.
Oh, it's
which
hard.
I'm not complaining, but you can't go out for one drink. That's just surely not going to happen.
But that's what we say every time.
Every time.
So-
One drink.
I don't know if you saw the article. They ranked like the 10 booziest towns in Connecticut. Milford was like 7, and I was like, whoa.
What's higher, you think?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no
Who's drinking
fucking. How are we
more
not
than-
one? All the colleges come to our town to drink, like the local ones do.
Yeah.
Who was number one on that list?
It was like Waterbury or something.
Yeah.
I'd have to Google it. But I remember thinking, I'm like, oh well, that's all they have no life. That's like, they're just like boozing in a fucking bar because they hate their home life and shit. We're going out to have fun. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody, but all right. So that's October 27th, Sunday morning, 10 to noon, and I'm sure the party's continuing after, and
of course.
football will be on at 1:00 and all that good stuff. How much are the tickets?
They are $39.
Okay, explain.
Explain the $39.
Yeah.
Well,
You want to deal with singles?
No, so
You're in the fucking bar business.
you go into the so you can just buy a ticket right online. So you go to docksideBrewery.com/events, and then if you go on any of our socials, there'll be links. But it all goes towards the Milford Bridges, and then you get 2 free drinks.
Yeah.
You get breakfast.
Just the $39 just caught me off guard. I don't know if it was like.
What did you think it was?
No, I just be 40.
I would think so too. Wait, I actually I have to say I became the spokeswoman for this event, but I'm not really sure how. No, I actually, because I looked it up, so I'm like, oh, I wonder how much the tickets are. And I looked and it was like $39.19. So I'm like, there must be some kind of because
That's why I asked you. Is there some kind of symbolism
it's
behind
through
it?
Eventbrite. You know
Okay,
that
yeah, I know, I do.
So I'm like, oh, maybe it's like because of that. Like maybe it's 38,
taxes
but there's like
and
a
shit.
tax
fee.
Right.
or
So
like
then
a
it
fee.
just comes to the
But no, it's just for a random $39 fee.
$39.
39 donuts. That's $2. No, that's cool, man. That's awesome. So you guys have the tournament. Might as well talk a little bit about the tournament too, or no?
No, we can talk about the tournament.
I'm just saying. I have no problem promoting Dockside. I love those guys.
I know,
I love Danny.
Love Danny.
I've invited him on the show before.
we were with
If
them.
we could call him right now and he would pull up on the bus.
He's probably on. No, where would he be right now? It's still pretty early. I don't know. So your tournament's October 7th.
Yeah, so it's
And is that tied with a charity or?
Yeah, it's for cancer research. So we have Danny, that's one of the owners, and Bob is one of the owners. And Bob lost a friend to cancer, so it all goes towards cancer research. So it's a really important event to him and his friends. And when he opened Dockside, we started the tournament. And it's a great day. We raise a lot of money, which is like most important. But we also, I think we put on a good event.
Yeah.
Whether it be like at the actual golf course, then
So it's
everybody
still
comes.
grassy hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone comes back to Dockside, and we have full buffet, open bar, raffles, and it's honestly like a big party.
It's a lot of fun.
I lasted 20 minutes 2 years ago. You know what's even funnier is I was halfway there, and Campy turns. I was driving, and Campy turns to me. He's like, "I gotta go home," and I'm like, "You have to go home?" He's like, "I gotta go home." I'm like, "Fuck! I'm outlasting you." It's like one every 20 times we go out, I might outlast him.
I know. What's Campy gonna do without you behind the bar?
He's all right. He's all right.
Who is like your official replacement? Do you know?
Mary's boy.
Ryan?
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the corner.
He'll be. I mean, I'll be there Saturday nights in the summer.
Yeah.
But he'll be working with him probably all winter. He'll be working with him. Friday nights are weird. Like we don't like. It's weird because we didn't even know if we needed both of us on Friday nights. Like once we got through happy hour, which was probably the busiest part of Friday, it's kind of more just like grinding out the rest of the night. You know.
Yeah.
So he may try to go it alone next year on Fridays. I don't know. But I'll do the Saturdays and I'll do the big Sundays, like the
Sunday,
Nashville nights. And
Sunday
that
is
kind of
our
shit.
favorite night,
I
our
love it,
favorite
yeah.
day at Stonebridge. Like we love to go on a Sunday, listen
Yeah.
to live music.
Yeah, live music's done, right? No more live music on
Oh,
Sundays
so well, yeah. Like in general or for the year?
for the year,
Yeah, I would assume.
right?
It's getting
When was
it's getting cold out there.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have there's a fundraiser in a couple weeks, like Shot Down hosts.
Oh, yeah.
It's like for
I
breast
think-
cancer or something.
Oh yeah, we were at that
nice.
last year.
Fall
Yeah.
Fest.
Oh yes, I kind of
Yeah.
remember that. I feel
Yeah.
like we did go.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We always go. We waited out till Mary Ellen's off the clock, and then we go to dive bar.
Oh, Mary Ellen. Good old Mary Ellen. All right, so that's all the stuff we got about that.
Yes.
But I never stopped with just what we're talking about while you came here. So I just read today that, we all know the Diddy story.
Yeah.
We've all no, you say you really don't know it.
Yeah, so haven't really been following. She's been explaining it to me, but it's still, I feel like there's so many parts of it that I see clips of videos and I'm like, wait, what is this? And just so many aspects of it. What's the documentary that's coming out? Who's producing a documentary? Like he hates Diddy?
Oh,
Well,
50
Cent.
Cent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't know that. And maybe I'm just a sham. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of us knew. I
That
mean, we're on
he-
the outside looking in, and then it started surfacing almost a year ago.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Cat Williams and 50
Yeah.
Cent, and they were like, "Yo, this shit's gonna happen. Like, this dude's fucked up." Because they were like, according to them, those were the two guys that basically, I don't want to sound graphic, but wouldn't get fucked by him, literally.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And unfortunately, that's how Hollywood and the music business is. Like, that's how these people come to be and get their fame and toe the line, and they're all sick fucks.
I don't even know the extent of it.
I mean,
Oh my
I
God.
think I have a lot of thoughts on it because I
could tell. I
I'm
could tell.
very consumed by it because I don't even want to call it a conspiracy theory because it's not. the U.S. Attorney's Office wouldn't have brought this case against him if they weren't going to win. Like, they don't lose. Like, their losing rate is so slim. Like, they're going to win. But I think it's going to be interesting, the names that he names. Because
Yeah, we already seen a bunch of them.
I think there's so many people involved. And I think, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it is just sad that, like, there was children involved. And, like, I think it's just, like, a much deeper rooted situation. Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But I hope it actually, like, I don't know. Weird
Well,
things
you know,
happen when
like
guys
my
that
girlfriend
go
and I
to
went through the
prison.
list the other night, and I'm more of like a rock and roll person, but you know, we're just going. I'm just fucking throwing out names, and like, she's a big Post Malone fan. All of a sudden, his fucking name showed up on the list.
Wait, what list?
The list of people that attended his parties, that basically in general were sex parties where they were minors. Like the whole rumor theory is that Ben Affleck left J-Lo because a video surfaced to him of her with having sex with a minor at a party.
And, well, this is a rumor, too. It's all rumors, but Mila Kunis apparently moved out of the house because of Ashton Kutcher's relationship with Diddy, too.
Right.
So there's, I mean, there's
And
a lot of things, but it's not just,
they were already in trouble though because of the letter they wrote the judge about Danny Masterson.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No.
So Danny Masterson got arrested for rape and went to prison for 25 years, and Ashton and what do you call it?
Like a letter on his
Oh yeah, like a character letter.
Yes.
Yeah, to the
I
judge.
kinda remember that. I do kind of remember that.
So they've kind of been in hiding for a while since that happened, because they took a lot of flack for that. Like,
Yeah.
how are you going to write a letter about him who like rapes
It's
girls?
interesting though. It's like that was probably like what 2 years ago, but then it's
Yeah.
like I just feel like we live in like a world where like social media and like the media like we overconsume so much that like we kind of like forget about certain things.
Well, that is a great point.
And that's why Diddy probably thought he was going to get away with it, because even though he kept on doing it, he's like, there's bigger things going on. But
Right. Well, you look at like Epstein, right?
I was just going to say.
None of us really fucking knew who Epstein was until he killed himself, right?
Right.
And then there was a list that came out from that. Well, everyone from, Bill Clinton's to Trump was on the list. All these people were on the list. But what's really happened? Because, and then now you have Diddy, and there's all these people. I mean, LeBron James is on the list. Oh, God, I hope he goes down. I can't stand him. I'm like that guy, too. I'm just going down the list. Yeah. But at the end of the day, tonight's the debate for the two vice presidents. So, all right, put the Diddy shit to the back burner. We got to focus on this. It's just like, you're right. Like Trump was literally shot in the ear, and 3 days later, they were just talking about something else. Like, all right, that's the news cycle we live in.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
That's so I actually did one of my college thesis on the overconsumption in America of not just media, but also everything. We overconsume food, clothing,
alcohol.
housing, everything. It's just that's the kind of society that we live in. But it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Because it's that's why we kind of just overlook things.
Do you know what today is the 7th anniversary of?
No.
No? You know why? Because they buried it.
What?
The Las Vegas shooting.
Oh, I
country.
did know that because I saw someone posted that on Facebook.
So you know Kyle.
Yeah, because I saw Kyle post it on Facebook. Yeah.
But that's probably the only reason you would have remembered it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right,
Wow.
I had him on the show talking about it, and I felt like I knew more. I mean, he was there, in the shit. But, I researched so much of it, and he was just kind of I didn't know that, because he was just trying to get out alive. And I'm so they relabeled it 1 October. It's how the media, makes a narrative for something, changes it.
Yeah.
It's 9/11, right? 9/11. They want to scare you. Ooh, always remember 9/11.
Yeah.
But then, this happened, and it was they're just buried it on the rug. Literally, this story, they did research on it. This story dropped in 2 days. Gone. And then they labeled it 1 October. And I'm like, what the fuck's 1 October?
Yeah. No, I just watched, with all the hurricanes going on, it kind of got me thinking about Hurricane Katrina. And I just watched, I think it was Spike Lee's documentary. It's called When the Levees Broke.
Yeah.
And it's about Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
And I was pretty young when Hurricane Katrina happened. So I always thought it's just this giant hurricane that happened. And then I'm learning, I was telling you about this, like I'm learning like what actually happened, and I'm like, wait, the hurricane was just the tipping point. I'm like, that it would, like, everything wasn't flooded because of that. It's because, like, these levees broke. And why did the levees break? They were never made correctly. So
they're actually, so Campy called me today. I was at work, and I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, I'll answer, because I'm kind of doing shit. And he's like, hey, I was just over so-and-so's house, and, you know, he knows I talk about conspiracies all the time.
Yeah.
And I haven't really researched this one yet, but there's, like, this hurricane conspiracy going out now about what happened in North Carolina and Atlanta and all that. And, like, I guess his buddy was telling him, like, that this is on purpose. Like, they if you look, I don't know. Like, I was, like, literally at work. It was kind of loud. I'm like, all right, I'll call you later. I never had a chance to. So I got to, like, research it. I'm like, did they make the hurricane? Like, I'm, like, the biggest conspiracy guy out there. Like, or did they see it coming and they almost, like, it's almost, like, pre-built in. Like, the levees. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Let's,
the levees?
We're waiting for the hurricane. It could take 10 years, could take 20, could take 3.
Yeah.
But when it hits, it's just like, flip the switch, all right? Let the levees fail.
Yeah.
And, like, the levees, like, weren't even made correctly. But it's also, like, this documentary, honestly, like, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so informative.
Who did it?
I think Spike Lee.
All right.
It was pretty good. Like, and
Not a fan.
I liked it. But
I'm still looking for him on one of the lists.
that's the thing now. No, but I was even, like, with the hurricanes that just happened.
Right.
And then you saw that thing that happened in Atlanta with, like, the power plant that exploded.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the likelihood? Like, and I don't like living in my, like, I call it, like, my conspiracy bubble, because I like researching them and I like learning about it. But, like, I wish I could be naive and not think about it. But, like, it's right in front of your face.
Well, like, think of 9/11, right? Like, I've done shows about 9/11, and, like, barring, like, who was responsible, all of that, the one thing that sticks out to me is the 7 building. Mm-hmm. Why did the 7 building go down like it was detonated? It wasn't hit by a plane. Nothing. And it's just like, they just chalked it up. The plane's flying in the Pentagon. There's no video evidence of it. Just one big, there's no debris of an airplane. Just one big side of it blown up. I mean,
I know, but it's just like that feeling of, like.
But back then we didn't have Facebook and all that, so we just kind of like, oh my god, like you could stare at 9/11. That, like, I used to watch, like, every year. I used to watch those documentaries. Like, oh my god. And I personally know people that died. I personally know people that were there. Mm-hmm. But now, like, they had us back then. Mm-hmm. But now it's hard. Like, granted, like, a lot of these internet sleuths are like, all right, that's a little over the top.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But it's like, as someone that, like, we're obviously a little younger, so we don't, like, remember that time. Would you rather be living in a world how it is now, where you have all the information, or you have, like, a way to connect with someone that may have the information? Or was it better just kind of living in the, like, naive?
I almost feel like it's growth. It's funny, like you say it, because, you know, I grew up really grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. And, you know, it was carefree, you know, no cell phones, no, you know, you had to actually, you know, if I wanted to go on a date, I had to call the fucking girls' mothers, and, you know, call the house.
Yeah.
You know, I was lucky enough to I had my own phone line in my bedroom, you know, away from my parents. You know, and as technology evolved, it was cool. And, like, I tell all my bar backs and stuff, like, all the young kids, I'm like, man, if I had Facebook and the shit you had in high school and college, I would have fucking crushed it. You know? Like, I'm like, are you crushing it? They're like, yeah, we're doing pretty well. But there's no substance or meaning to it. But I'd rather live now. I like, you know, because I become so, like, fucking pissed off at the shit they've gotten away with for so long. And that's why I love seeing the lists. I love seeing this shit. And I always go back to, and believe me, this is just my own opinion, but I always go back to, there's so much evil in this world. There's so much child sex trafficking in this world. Yep. And if we were naive to it our whole lives, maybe we're better off for it mentally, but at the same time, it needs to be exposed.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad. It's sad and scary. It really is.
I know, it's sad. My friend was just in Vegas, and she was telling me that literally on every single corner, there's a girl standing there, and she's like, those girls can't be more than, 13, 14 years old. And I'm like, that is so sad.
That's just horrible.
And it's probably, I mean, I don't know enough about it, but It's definitely happening everywhere.
It's why they want, I don't know where you guys are politically, but it's probably, if not the number one reason, one of the top reasons they want him dead. Because if you look at the Diddy situation or the Epstein situation, like, I've read documents that, you know, the reason why Trump is on that Epstein list is because he wanted to go there and see for himself if there were fucking children on that island. You know, so when he became president in 2016 into 2017, he you know, toured the world and met all these leaders, and there's just so many videos of how the leaders acted when they were around Barack Obama to how they acted when they're around Trump, and they just look like they look like they got, you know, caught with their hand in a cookie jar when they were around Trump, you know, because he wanted to drain the swamp. Like, you can hate Trump all you want, it doesn't matter to me, I could care less, but it's there's just one big elite group of people, and we're not part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not part of it.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about, though.
Right?
Isn't that just... God.
Be interesting to see what happens with Diddy, with the election. We'll see.
Like, close friends of mine were all like, "Oh, we can't wait for this Diddy shit to unfold." But I warn them. I'm like, there may nothing that happened. Like, Diddy may just take the fall for everybody.
Exactly, but who knows? Especially too with the election coming up, like what you said with the media.
Yeah.
This might just fall on another thing under the rug. Who knows? Which I don't think it will to that extent, but I feel
like no one. I mean, Epstein's been dead for fucking 5-6 years now, and no one's.
It doesn't even feel that long ago. It's so crazy.
I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. I was
like 5-6 years.
It's probably like 5 months ago, but it feels like 5 years ago.
Do you know what's going on with what was her name? Elaine Maxwell. She's in prison.
She's in prison,
Yeah.
They said she was going to name names.
That what's going on with that?
Don't know. Really, I don't know. Like, that's just everyone's probably waiting for her to be fucking...
Yeah, come on.
Hang herself.
No.
Like, there's no way that dude would have killed himself. That's just no way. No way.
Yeah, well, who knows?
So Diddy had today, there was 120 new sexual assault allegations against him.
What? With
more coming, and the ages range from 9 years old. 9. I mean, it doesn't mean it's true, but there was 9-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. It's just some sick shit.
Yeah. And are these allegations the allegations that he is...
He's basically trafficking children to his parties. Like, these people are so sick. Like, I don't know if you've heard of... I don't want to get too deep into this, but you ever heard of Pizzagate? So Pizzagate was a politician in Washington, D.C., and there was a pizza restaurant called, like, Jet Pizza or something. I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a while, but basically they code-worded stuff to this pizza place, and they marketed themselves as, like, a gay pizza place, but it was really, like... It was a sex trafficking thing that literally involved some of the highest diplomats in Washington. You can go on ChatGPT and they'll fucking just say it's a hoax, but like you can actually read the emails for yourself and decide. Like they have these code words for, you know, I want a sliced pepperoni or, you know, something. And it means they want a young kid with freckles or something. Like, it's fucking weird.
I think like the hardest part, because like I think maybe a few years ago, I was more like, I don't really understand it. I think it's just like when you're thinking about like what goes on, especially like with these politicians and like people that are like so influential, I think it's just hard to grasp because like it really is just like sick and evil and gross. And so I think I can't grasp it, so it's like, wait, what were they doing?
It
doesn't even seem real,
right?
But obviously it is, and like
I'm not a religious person. I don't know if you two are churchgoers at all, or are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm not. But one thing I've learned is there's a lot of people out there that worship the fucking devil, and it's fucking scary. Like you look at images from Hollywood. Like there was I just think I talked about this a couple shows ago or something, but it was either Travis Scott or I don't know, it was one of those rappers. I don't follow the shit. Somebody was just in the crowd, like filming from the top deck.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nothing really happened. Show was gone. He got home and was rewatching it and saw like this flash of red light And he's like, what
Oh,
was that?
I think I've
You
seen this before, yeah.
And then he like fucking
Yep.
slowed it down. It was just like a quick shot of like fucking Satan, and then it went away. Like,
What?
yeah, it's fucking weird.
Oh,
I think
God.
I don't know how much to believe of this shit on the internet too, because
No,
people
yeah.
can fucking doctor
But
this shit.
I think that's why all of this stuff is like the most hard for you specifically to comprehend, because like no, she literally like she really like has like a classic like a Catholic upbringing, so like
I just am like, wow, how could somebody
Yeah.
do something like that? It just, and to me, I don't know, and that's what this whole Diddy thing, but back to that, sorry to keep circling back.
No.
So there's the allegations of this with the kids and the parties,
Yeah.
but then there's the allegations of him having sex with people. Mm-hmm. What is that?
It's like, I think for him, I think it's like probably just like some kind of like fucked up like
He's got fetishes
it's
and
like
shit.
my
a power
God.
trip. Like
Yeah.
now you belong to me.
So
See,
a-
I'm telling you,
a
Tay,
lot of
you're
it-
Better off
Tay's
staying
too-
this naive. I don't need to
Tay's
know.
too Catholic for this.
So all right. I'll just give you one example. Not Justin Timberlake. What's the other?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
No, I don't want to talk about him.
So
He didn't do anything wrong. He's a victim.
He is a victim. He's a
I have
child.
literally said this. I said this the other day. I said it at Porch Fest. I can't fucking stand Justin Bieber. But right now, I fucking feel so bad for him
I know.
because this is what they did to this fucking kid, and it's fucking. But he never had a chance.
He
The
didn't have
minute
a
they
chance.
took him in, he was done. And that's what they do. That's what Hollywood does. That's what big time government does, and it's what fucking the music industry does. They take you. I mean, look at like Katy Perry was groomed. They basically make you sell your soul, and then you're trapped. You can't come out of it. And that's why, like, if you go down and you follow, there's like maybe like that I follow 5 fucking people from Hollywood that I grew up on, like James Woods and Rob Schneider, and you know, I mean, it's literally I can't even name the other ones that stand against all this shit because they didn't compromise. It's like 50 Cent didn't compromise himself,
Yeah.
didn't sell, you know.
It's unfortunate though, because like Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, all those people, they came up like when they were so young,
Yeah.
and they also like they didn't have parents that like had a lot of money and could give them the same opportunities that like these like mentors were supposed to do for them.
Bieber even said, he goes, "That's all my parents cared about was money, 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 money."
Yep.
Didn't care about what was going on with me.
Yep. So it was pretty much Justin Bieber's mentor was Usher.
Yeah.
Usher was controlled by Diddy
Yeah.
because that was his mentor. Honestly, the only 2 people I want to see go down the most are Beyonce and Jay-Z. Because I think that they have to be very
They're
close
like
to the
the
top.
kings and
I think
queens,
it's
yeah.
like...
What about the Kardashians, though? Aren't they very
She was
involved?
on the list.
Who? She?
Kim.
What about Chris? I feel like...
Kai.
Chris? Yeah, they're all on the list. Because they have like these weird... They have a weird relationship with him. But also, it's Corey Gamble, who's Kris Jenner's boyfriend,
Yeah.
who kind of just came out of nowhere. He was Justin Bieber's tour manager. He used to work with Diddy. He was at...
And everyone thought Kanye West was fucking crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing right now. And Kanye said, he was like, everyone's going to think I'm crazy, but like, I'm telling you the truth. And one day you're all going to hear it. And I feel like this is Kanye's like redemption arc right now.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't crazy.
Where's he been in all this? Has he said anything?
He hasn't really been out front with much.
I feel like he already said
He
what
kind of
needed
said
to
what
say.
he's, yeah. He
Like, with his music videos.
The
with
reason why he got in
outbursts.
a lot of trouble was
His
because
outbursts.
he was telling everybody about like the Jews own the industry, and it was which is a crazy arc because just what was it? Let's say it was a year ago, right? Or it was
Yeah.
a little more than a year ago, a year and a half, and he comes out and he just gets vilified by all the news agencies and all the pundits, and what if he's anti-Semitic and shit. And then we're 6 days from October 7th, which is the anniversary of them attacking and killing Jewish people, and now the whole country is flooded with anti-Semitic people, and it's like, okay, now it's like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
like
it's
pick a fucking side.
Yep.
And it's just, what a fucking wacky world we live in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just changes daily.
Scary.
It is. And you girls are young. God, I'm fucking getting out of here soon.
Stop.
Well, not soon, but gonna get out of the fucking. I don't know where I want to go move to. Fuck, Iceland or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, where do you even move?
I know.
Like, where are you going?
I want to buy that island out in Brantford.
Oh,
It's
I
like
saw that
30
one.
million or something.
It's nice, but like you're still there. I just had a conversation with a friend. I think that this time in my life, I've decided I think I want to be on a ranch in Montana, just like riding my horses. If my husband wants me to like literally cook everything from scratch, I will. I don't care. I want peace and
I want my
tranquility
guns
out
and I
there.
want my land. I want my dogs and my horses.
No, I want to live out there, just like a beautiful like mountainscape behind me. Sounds good to
You
me.
gonna milk the cows and all that shit?
No.
No, she's gonna Uber eat.
No, I'll make dinner and I'll.
When's it gonna be here?
ride my
2 hours and
horses.
25 minutes. That's how long it's gonna take to get to our compound. I'm all for it. What show do I like? Mayor of Kingstown. Ever seen it with
No.
Jeremy
No.
Renner? So like whatever, he lives in like the Minneapolis or something, but he had like there's scenes in the show where he has this like log cabin like in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't get cell phone reception. It's kind of where he like either just goes to like chill or he brings like the girl that's trying to get like he's saved from the Russian mafia. And I'm like, that's what I want. I want like just an off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot.
I say I want to live off the grid, but also like I love getting my nails done, my hair done. Like I love shopping. Like
Marry like a gay hairdresser.
no, I think I need to find some kind of middle ground. Maybe
Yeah.
I feel like Connecticut's kind of the middle ground. You can
Yeah.
have your piece of land.
I guess.
I was up in Maine this past weekend.
Fucking
It
blue
was
state,
very
though.
pretty.
Oh, Maine's
Yeah,
gorgeous. Huh?
it's nice, and New Hampshire and Vermont.
pretty- yeah,
I
you know,
feel like
you're right.
that's a nice area.
We were just up at the wedding was at Lake
Oh, yeah,
Candlewood Lake, and
And
like
that's
getting there was
in
like going
Danbury,
through
right?
just south of it, yeah. And it was like just going through. Like I went to Reading once, like Connecticut, and it was like there's fucking nothing out
Yeah.
here, but all the houses are beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
You
that's
know?
off the grid. if you want it.
Yeah. Good
No,
point.
seriously, if I live more than like a half hour from a McDonald's, I might freak out. So I need a Diet Coke in the morning.
Yeah, well, that's far. Half hour from anything.
I think I need to move to Montana and build my own land with like my own city.
Your own compound.
If anybody wants to join.
compound.
Just buy a fucking soda machine online and get
That's
the
what I was
fucking.
gonna say.
It doesn't hit the same.
It,
There's something weird in
that's
the
what my
McDonald's
girlfriend.
soda.
She needs a Diet Coke too when she's
From
Coke.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't get it from anywhere
I'm like,
else.
I'll go to fucking right down the street and get one fountain soda. No, it's not the same.
Because there's something, I'm telling you, like, they have to have, like, a secret recipe.
It's Coke.
It's great.
They probably put something in their like lines, like the,
No,
like
I
the
think
soda
it- I
line, or
think,
some
like,
something
there's
in the
something in
Extra
something in the
sugar
gas
or
they
something.
use.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Keep the ringers off. All right. So you ready? I was gonna do my douche of the week, but I just did one on Friday. It was early. It was gonna be Diddy anyway, so I do a douche of the week every
Ooh,
week.
who else can we nominate?
Yeah, you girls got
Well,
anybody?
it's funny because
It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be
you have a douche of the week. We have our freak of the week in our friend group.
Oh yeah.
Freak of the week.
Freak of the week.
Are you? Maybe
Are you
it's,
not in
maybe
that
it's
feed?
just maybe it's just me and Mary. Tay, we go over this all the time. We'll say like, "Is the freak of the week?"
Oh, yes. Well, that's just like you're
Day.
saying, but it's not like a thing. Sorry.
No, but like there was a time where we would
Freak
nominate
of the week.
the freak of the
yeah,
week.
we have a freak of
Yeah,
the week. Well,
yeah.
I feel like there's a new
But it's-
freak of the week. Like there could be a freak of the week.
Yeah,
like,
but you could have like
3 of
multiple
them
freaks of the week.
Like when I do douche of the week, it's usually on Monday. I'm like, all right, cool, I got it all set. And then by like Wednesday, I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Do you ever like nominate someone you know?
Yeah.
You do.
You gotta do sometimes.
Who's a douche that you could nominate right now? Well, Diddy's a good one. You said.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was an easy
I'm trying to
one
think of
though.
who's like really frustrated me lately.
I used to do customers. We used to have a list at work of bad tippers, and it was on the back wall. It was just written, like handwritten. And then one of our bar backs is years ago. One of our bar backs saw a name of a buddy that he knew,
No.
and he fucking told the kid. And then the kid came up to the bar and he's like, "Yo, I heard there's like a fucking list back there. What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's a
What
list.
about it?
You're fucking on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not serving you. Have a nice night, dick."
No, seriously, like if that's not a list you want to be on.
No,
No.
not in that industry.
No, that's the worst though when you like even like if it's like a nice person, they come in, you're like, oh, I just know I'm not gonna get a good tip. But
Should we do Mary Ellen? No. No, Mary Ellen, I love you.
Shout out Mary Ellen for like
Yeah.
the fifth
Yeah,
time.
shout out Mary Ellen.
Oh, good old Mary Ellen.
I wonder if your listeners know who Mary Ellen is.
Well, yeah, she's been on twice.
I know.
She's
Yeah.
a frequent flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's funny. She was
Yeah.
like you. She's like, she came on with like, Phil, I don't really want to talk, and then can't shut the fuck up.
I've actually never heard Mary say she doesn't want to talk.
She's like, I swear, I'll be quiet. And then I'm like, hold on, time out. I bring another mic over because he's talking in the background. But all right. Well, I got it. 7:30. I got to this sucks though. Like,
Having to wake up early.
yeah, 5.
She
I used to
doesn't.
get home at like fucking 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
you know?
to get up at 5. You have to be at work by 6.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? 6 to.
Well, I'm 4:10s right now, so 6 to 4. But that ends this week. So next week it's 5 days and it's 6 to 2.
do you work
which is
at?
nice.
Do you work at Sikorsky?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
In
they
Shelton,
do. They
yeah.
do a 4-day work week,
Yeah,
right?
they just changed it though.
So it's going back.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was wondering. I feel like
I got hired on that premise, and then like weekend they fucking took
Yeah.
it away.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you know what? 10-hour shifts kind of get long those last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I get out at 2. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, you have the whole
I
day.
have the whole day. I can
That's
make
nice.
appointments. I can,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I can accrue overtime.
I was always
and then
curious
take it off
how
on
that
Friday.
worked though, with like, because I'm like, I feel like a lot gets done on a Friday.
Yeah, well, we had it where there was a group A and a group B.
Okay.
So I'm a supervisor. So there's like 4 A groups that were Monday to Thursday, and there was 4 B groups that was Tuesday to Friday. So everything was kind of covered. And then we got to do some overtime if there's overtime on the weekends.
Oh, and then if you could have a Monday off too. That's nice.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, all I'm doing right now, seriously, is not taking any time off besides next week, a couple days, but then just accruing all my PTO, and then in the summer, if I want to work a Sunday night, just take Monday off and
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh, I
sleep.
thought you were going to say you're going on a big vacation. I'm like, where are you going?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
It's house time. Yeah, hopefully I can.
Responsibilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just live in fucking condo. I hate it. It's time to get out.
I live in a condo too. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Where
Do
are
you get your packages?
Yeah, but when I first moved in, there was like a dude breaking in through the laundry room window. Like somebody was leaving
Oh
the
my
window
God.
open, and he was stealing packages.
No, like we have like the Amazon lockers.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm in New Haven, like right near Shell and Bones.
Oh,
like
okay.
those high
all right.
rises
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
People like these delivery drivers just don't want to go in because it's like it's gated off.
Right.
And I'm like, just call me. All you have to do is hit call. And so I seriously, like, I don't ever get my packages. It's like
My girlfriend
biggest
sends
pet
most of her
peeve.
shit to her mother's house. Just not even want to deal
That's
with
what I'm thinking I might need
Yeah.
to do is just
Yeah.
start sending it to my dad's house.
Yeah.
But that's like
That's just so
a 2-day
annoying.
hike for me.
Yeah.
it. All right, Caleigh and Tay. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
for having
You can count me. I'll be there. I'll be there that Sunday, the 27th. Why not?
Yay.
Maybe like at 11:30 though. But I'll buy a ticket regardless.
All right.
And if you need any, obviously text me and I'll send over some gift cards.
Yeah, and if
And,
any local service industry people want to work.
Yeah.
Or not
Wanna
want to
work.
Want to work. I'm putting it to work. No, if any local service industry
Yeah.
people want to get involved, shoot me a text, a DM. If you know somebody who works at Dockside, contact, Jeremy, whoever.
Yep.
But we'd love to get more people involved.
Absolutely. And it's for a great cause, a cause I stand behind all the time. So come down and get some donuts and some shots of Jameson and some delicious Dockside beer.
Love
Yeah.
that.
And maybe Danny will take us a ride in the bus.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like
Over
the
to-
big raffle
Yeah,
prize.
yeah. So you rent the bus out for a night, right? If he fixes the
I
fucking
would
thing
love
up.
that.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for having us.
Absolutely.